Hello everyone and welcome back to part 2 of my Road to Endwalker series, and this is the beginning of kind of the standard format of the series going forward. Basically, I wanted to stream my initial thoughts and playthrough and then just have highlights of everything after that. And now, a little later and definitely late at night, I have finally had a chance to log back in as Milan Yata. Has this nice eye patch going on right now thanks to all of that. Everybody's running around Gridania, and I kind of have been established, and I've learned a few things since that time, mainly in the fact that you really don't want to take every side quest you see as you go along. Now, I did that initially because, well, I feel like that was the best idea, get myself leveled up and ready to go. But if you do that, well, you'll get bogged down a lot because there's a lot of side quests. So it's better, as my chat said during my stream, to focus on these types of quests, the ones that have a little plus sign on it, because that actually gets you something significant. And these are the Eggs Over Queasy right here are something story based and nice to have. It's how you actually progress through the main story. It's it's progress. So I'm going to be focusing on that as we go along. And you might hear some clacking in the background on occasion because Amy has been utterly addicted to Final Fantasy XIV and has been playing a ton with her character and is way farther ahead than I am. But I've been trying to stay spoiler free. And I'm looking forward to just showing off the highlights, because the first thing I want to do is, well, we have a lot of symbols here, and I really don't know what a lot of them do. So I wanted to go around, explore, and see what all these are all about before we jump into my story quests and my Lancer quest as we go along. So let's begin. Alright, so looking at the map, we have a landing, the Adventurers Guild, and the Smith, along with a porter, itinerant Moogle, and shops, skywatchers, hunt boards, all that stuff. So we're right here next to the Chocobo Keep. Let's talk to them. We're going to zoom out a little bit. So, Chocobo Porter. Alright, porters. Porters are similar to rental chocobos in that they can be hired to carry you quickly to various destinations, the differences being that you cannot control these birds, and that they will not stop until they have arrived at their destination. On the other hand, porters are trained to take the safest route, meaning they will never be attacked while in transit. So, basically a safe way to travel until you've actually reached there. And okay, cool, we can register this location. So let's take a quick look in that hire at Chocobo Porter, and we can go to Bent Branch Meadows. It takes 1 minute and costs 5 gil, so it's a bit cheaper than just going there yourself, or, it's all about money versus time. I have a lot of money, and I kind of want to explore in the first place, so I'm not going to worry about the Chocobo Keep for now. But hey, at least it's something to know. Before we move any further, I want to go check out this leaf thing. What is this all about? Because, I do want to try to learn the ins and outs of this game, and I know Amy's been learning a ton. She's been quite addicted. It's been kind of cool to see. Alright, let's talk to the Smith here. Alright, I'm one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the Adventurer's Mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma that might be causing you trouble. A mentor might even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status is applied to all players who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and mentor form a party, they receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. So, I actually did hear about this, and oh boy, basically Amy got invited to this, and I had to look up how the heck did she get out of it, because basically the chat network that came up is just so hopping, and there's so much in there, and apparently mentors can be a little iffy, because they a lot of people just want to come mentors to come to, I guess, get the special symbol next to the name. It seemed like a bit of a mess, so she quickly left, especially because we do have a bunch of friends who can help us out in that case. But if you are brand new to the game and don't have anybody to, ask questions of, it might be an option, but it definitely seemed a bit overwhelming from the bit we've seen. Either way, we have repairs with Erkenbod here. So apparently all my stuff can degrade over time, and it's not that far down, so we don't have to worry about that. But something to keep in mind, that you'll have to keep your weapons in good shape. And can we do anything with her? Okay. Okay, basically just its own thing. But there's also all this stuff out here. A lot to see and explore, though I can't go over there. There's also, like, you barely recognize that there's something down here. This is our airship landing, which I think does other things. I can get a ticket and, I guess, take our airship somewhere else eventually. Again, not something we have to worry about at the moment. So let's go ahead and move to our next location and see what more of these symbols mean. Alright, we've reached the itinerant Moogle. Let's go ahead and talk to them. Previous regular tombstone exchange, past a regular tombstone. I have no idea what this means. So... Huh. So apparently you can exchange these regular tombstones of laws and get various things from the itinerant Moogles. Huh. It looks like you get Ixion here. Okay, so you get a bunch of, like, music and mounts and equipment and stuff like that. So I don't know how you get these, but oh, look at that! You get minions. Brina, okay. So, oh god, they have triple triad in this. A Sephiroth card. Wow, there's a lot in here. But I don't have any of it, so we guess we can't do that. What's the other one? Okay. I don't quite understand it, but not anything we have to worry about at the moment. So there's that. Next up, we have a trader, Macenta here, where you can purchase a bunch of gil items. Okay, just a ton of stuff. Oh wow, you can actually just outright buy minions from here. Including a cherry bomb, a Mehmet, a wayward hatchling, and then a bunch of music as well. I think you can play the music at various, like when you get a house or something like that. I don't know exactly, but that's what it seems to be from Amy's playtime. But anyway, a myriad of items can be bought and sold from vendors all across the Eorzea. Purchasing an item is as simple as clicking on an item in a shopkeeper's inventory, while selling an item is as simple as dragging an item from your inventory or armory chest. You can also sell items by right-clicking them and selecting Sell. If you happen to have a second thoughts about a sale, you can always buy back your item from the vendor, but only if you have yet to leave the area or log out of the game, so something to keep in mind there. Again, I don't really have a lot of extra money, and I don't really need this sort of thing yet, so we won't worry about that. But let's take a look at our Makote gear, since that's what we are. And already it looks like stuff we don't really need at all level 1. So don't need to worry about that. We also have a florist over here, Tanny. And it looks like we have reagents and stuff for decorations and gardening. A lot of gardening. Okay. Basically just more of what you can actually do. I also have this Sky Watcher. What's this all about? A wise woman once said that she who does not pay heed to the skies will most surely get wet. Sound advice if you ask me. Would you like to hear what the skies tell us this fine day? Oh, you can check the weather all across Eorzea. Cool. A bunch of places we can eventually go to, I suppose. Most of it clear skies, other than Aziz La. So, neat. Alright, so that's how you check the weather. I'm not sure how that's important, but I guess it might apply some quests. We also have the Carpenter's Guild down here. A hunt board and shop over here. So we'll head to those, and then we'll head up to Old Gridania and see what else we can find. Oh boy, the Adder's Nest. What's this? Only members of the Order of the Twin Adder are allowed to exchange serpent seals for goods and services. Oh, okay. There's a... Oh, man. Well, somehow I gotta be part of the Twin Adder in order to get this stuff. Okay, if I had to guess, a lot of this will probably be explained as we go along. Serpent stuff. And here's the hunt board. What's the hunt board all about? So apparently you can take on these hunts and you'll get allied seals as well as some gil. But they look a little bit more intimidating than what we can do. Like something called a death gaze. That seems like not a good thing to fight right now. So I guess you do those, get the seals, and then talk to these people? I'm the OIC Quartermaster affiliated with the Order of the Twin Adder, and it is my duty to provide those free companies who have pledged their allegiance to our Grand Company with the opportunity to purchase various enchantments and items which will benefit their members. I say, have you considered joining a free company? If not, I might suggest you do so. A whole new world will open. So we actually can't join a free company because we're still part of... I'm still on the free trial, so I really can't do anything. So apparently you could do free companies and do those hunts to get even more. Basically just examples of how you can really do more with this game as you go along. It's crazy. So now that I'm over here in Old Gridania, there's not really a lot else to talk about. We got traders over here. We have a link shell distributor, which I do know is like how you do personal chats. And we also have delivery moogles. I don't know exactly what they do, but I don't think it's anything we have to worry about quite yet. So basically, we just have a bunch of shops, and if we zoom in here, yeah, it's more repairs, more shops, just the stalls. We got retainers, which I do know, thanks to Amy, that eventually you can somehow get a retainer, and they'll go on quests. Well, not quests, but like do other like gathering or creating quests for you, and also sell your things. Like you can give them and they'll sell them on the market, so you can just go off and do other things. And I think materia is stuff that you can attach to your equipment as you go along. So stuff that's quite far from what we're doing at the moment. So with that, we've really discovered everything we can in Gridania, other than, you know, the stuff that we've seen before. Let's see. Aether, Archer, Lancer, Botanist. Did I not... I feel like I'm missing some Ethernet places. Did I get the one? The leather... Ah, here we go. That's what we missed. The Leather Workers Guild. Ah, yep, we never attuned to this one. Alright, because of that, again, Thank you, Amy. You have attuned yourself to all Ethernet shards in Gridania. The Blue Badger Gate, the Yellow Serpent Gate, and the airship landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. So you get extra destinations because of the Ethernet, getting all the Ethernet shards in a section, which will be very, very nice. So, with that, we can focus on the main quest and the job quests. So let's do Lancer stuff. I want to become a better Lancer. So we want to go to Bent Branch Meadows. This is in the Central Shroud. So let's do it. Let's head towards the Central Shroud and start adventuring. And as just a little reminder, so basically I've been told to go to the Central Shroud and slay Riverbank Yarzons. Use the sack of foul-smelling bait he has provided to lure the creatures from their nests. Oh, do I have to just report back? Oh, upon returning to the guild, Ewain bids you slay unspecified fiends in the Central Shroud. Investigate 3 collapsed pillars near a spirit hold and put down whatever creatures appear. So I did first part, but there's still a second part here. So that's what we're off to do now. As another little reminder for those newcomers, there are special monsters to defeat that we get rewarded extra experience. So in the North Shroud, we got the Mightlings, the Opopo, the Microchew, and we need to find the Hoglets in the green tier in the Central Shroud, as well as Dire Mites. So there's still a few things here for us to keep an eye out for. But fortunately, they're also marked on the creatures themselves. You'll see a little indication that, hey, you haven't killed these things yet. So we'll do that. Either way, we'll meet up once I reach well, we're here. Oh well. Chigoes. Let's go kill some Chigoes. Let's stun the target. Alright, now we just got to deliver them to Monregrin here. Oh! I stumbled onto the story quest instead of the frickin' Lancer quest. I was... Oh well. We'll still do it, so we're right here. Okay, you must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Wait, sometimes they have funny descriptions. Ugh. That one's not so funny. It's just gross. It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigoe, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any here who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Eey. That's a little... yeah. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Huron population here in Gridania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it's best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chigoe eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. So we got some wind shards and a high potion. Very cool. And with that, we get another level. Sweet. Let's go ahead and talk to him and get our next story quest, which, hey, gets us a new bit of equipment here. Nice. Need to recover surveying equipment. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the caravan to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the Conjurers, and if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered half-wit left behind the surveying equipment provided by Hero Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Hero Pauline at the Gabinot's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of a cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. And yeah, already another quest showed up with more than a flesh wound. But again, I'm only going to do quests that pop up that have the plus sign or are at our level when they do appear. Just because, you know, just keep things moving. Because there's a lot of game here between between the beginning and just even the first expansion. Alright, we see our collapsed pillars. Let's check it out and see what we're up against. A Siphid Cloud. Gross. Oh boy, that's not a Siphid Cloud. That's a big old frog, and we're gonna back up. Okay, now we can get in there. Ooh, high quality item. So I have attained a high quality item. High quality items can be identified by their icon as well as the special mark that appears after their name. So there you go. It will better have stats and normal quality items, while HQ materials used in synthesis will sometimes yield better results. These features make them more attractive to prospective buyers, resulting in a higher selling prices. HQ items cannot be stacked with normal quality items. Okay, cool. With that, we just need to report, but I'm going to take a quick look around and see if I can find the thing I need to hunt, because I believe we're near the green tier, and we know we have hoglets here, so let's see if I can find those. Okay, so fun fact. I tried to do this quest, and just along the way, and I was like, well, I'll just run past these Bargyazons, shouldn't be any big deal. Except I aggroed every one of them, and had to just make a run for it. So now I got them off my back, I got to go through and just take them all out one at a time, so I can actually gather up all this surveying stuff for the main quest. So let's begin. There we go, we got all the stuff, killed a few Yarzon bogs, but we're getting out of here. But rather than head back towards the quest, we're right next to the Bent branch, so there's a Ethernet here, crystal, so it's a good idea to just go ahead and get that out of the way. Plus, I think I'm actually going to pick up this, not a material girl, actually, oh, right here, level 12 quest. It's right at our level, so why not get it if we ye break faith? And then there's also this Lavender Beds quest that has a plus next to it, so I want to see what that's all about. So let's talk to Finia. Another goddamn adventurer desperate to stick his nose in everyone's business, is it? Then seek out the groundskeeper of Tam Terra Deepcroft. You'll find him in a shack just outside the entrance, as the hermit is all too happy to live close to his work. When I last patrolled that area, I could hear him swearing inside his shack from the road. I know not what vexes the man, but I suspect he'll welcome your presence more than I. Alright then. Well, that'll take me further that way, so let's go up here first and take care of Bent Branch, and then I'll head to If You Break Faith. Also, we got a dungeon over there. Cool. Right. There we go. We're at the Aetheryte. Just need to attune. And now we've learned Teleport. By learning the spell Teleport, you are now able to travel instantly between Aetherytes to which you are attuned. Access the teleportation menu by selecting Teleport under the Travel from the main menu. Unlike other spells, Teleport does not require MP to cast, and instead uses a type of naturally regenerating spiritual energy. A small fee of gil, however, must be paid to the keepers of the Aetherytes, so they can maintain the crystals and defend them from those who would see them destroyed. The fee varies depending on travel distance and remoteness of Aetheryte location. Registering an Aetheryte as favorite destination will reduce the amount of gil required to travel there. Up to 3 favorite destinations to be registered at any one time. So, basically, teleport for a fee. Plus, we got Margeria here with our Where the Heart Is, Lavender Beds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you not an adventurer? I've seen you running to and fro, face set in grim determination, as adventurers are wont to do, hence my presumption. If so, I have information which might interest you. Rumor has it that plots within the Lavender Beds are to be auctioned off. What's more, bidders need not even be Gridanian. Any old adventurer or wandering minstrel could, with sufficient funds, purchase land and build their own home. Considering how discerning the elementals tend to be about who can and cannot reside within Twelveswood, it's rather surprising, if not hard to believe. But if there is truth to these rumors, well, who hasn't dreamed of owning their own forest cottage, perhaps with a small vegetable garden and a stable large enough for a chocobo too? You know, should your travels take you to the Mirror Planks, where the ferry to the Lavender Beds is, perhaps you'll find a Twin Adder representative who can tell you more. I would be shocked if they weren't involved in such monumental change of policy. So, yeah, basically what this is you can buy a home in Final Fantasy XIV, decorate it however you want, and go on that way. But there's limited plots of land, and when they do open up, from what I hear from my friends, they go very, very, very quickly. So good luck. I don't know if I'll ever get a house, and that I know they require a ton of cash, so it's not something we have to really concern ourselves about at the moment. Here's a delivery Moogle. A beautiful Mooglet with a rainbow-colored pom-pom. There's no one really... I love the dialogue sometimes. It's so funny. I try to not read any along the way. So the Moogle delivery service can be accessed by speaking with one of the many delivery Moogles stationed throughout Eorzea, or by clicking on the Moogle letterbox. The service can be used to send messages, items, and gil to anyone on your friends list. Clicking the new button located in the upper right-hand corner of the Moogle delivery service, a window will open the letter editor. In addition to composing your message, this interface can be used to specify a recipient as well as attach gil and items. I don't know if I have access to this fully, because I am on the free trial. But that's cool. You don't have to be... You can just send off stuff to your friends and hook them up. Alright. With that said, let's go down to... We got both If Ye Break Faith and Lavender Beds, but we'll go to If Ye Break Faith first, since that's more quest-based, and we have to go over to the Lavender Beds anyway. I know the equipment we get is level 12 and we're not at level 12, but hopefully we get closer. Alright, Balar. After a bit of work, are ye? I have a task that needs doing. Take these Nymea lilies and leave them at the top of each barrow. You've doubtless seen the bones returned to life by foul magics, shambling around and harassing their surviving comrades. It hurts me soul to see it, adventurer. I cannot abide such blasphemy. 'Tis me hope that these lilies soothe their spirits and help them return to the matron's bosom. See me when you've finished. Okay, then. The dead walk. I guess this way? I already slayed a bunch of Dynamites because they were the ones I needed to do for my quest, but for my hunting quest. So, don't want to really fight any more of those. Alright. Alright, well, I was honestly expecting enemies to attack me there, so that's kind of nice that they didn't. This one looks less than promising. Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't know how this glowfly is glowering at me because I can't even see its face. Unless it's the green thing I'm attacking. Oh, jeez. honestly thought I was going to heal more. I actually had to use a potion. Let's use these lilies as quick as possible. Okay, we survived. And I'm just gonna run from this Dynamite. I don't want to fight him. Leave me alone. Alright, Balar. You've done holy work this eve, lad. I cannot fathom what could drive the dead to rise up and seek to do us harm, but I pray this helps put an end to it. May the matron watch over and keep you safe. Alright. Let's go ahead and take the thigh boots. Which are honestly pretty good. And awesome. Ooh, bloodbath. What the heck is that? And actually, I'm going to move this here. Converts a portion of physical damage dealt into HP. Ooh. That'll be useful. But also, if we bring up our character and hit recommended gear... Oh, apparently we have multiple things that we could get. The hempen tabard. Cool, let's equip them. And we're looking pretty blue. Either way, at least we have better defense. Alright, let's head over and complete the... That's not what I wanted to do at all. Click off that. Head over and around. Got some level 13 quests. We're going to leave the... walking the planks and alone, but I do want to get to the lavender beds to complete that that quest. Alright, so there's two other quests here, but again, we're just going to skip over that for now and just talk to Emblem here. I wish to know about the auctions. There's a growing concern that our immigration policies may have been a tad restrictive in the past, and so the Seedseer Council and the Order of the Twin Adder have, with the blessing of the Elementals, decreed that the lavender beds to be set aside for adventurers who have possessed necessary funds to purchase and maintain their estates, that is. Should you look upon the beds with your own eyes, though, I think you'll agree that it is well worth the price. Have a word with the skipper over yonder, she'll ferry you across. A recruit stationed at the pier can tell you more about the beds once you've arrived. Alright. Let's talk to the skipper and... So yeah, each of the three nations has established a residential district wherein like-minded adventurers can establish a base for their activities. A lot of grain companies have these, I believe. Each residential district is divided into wards, which in turn house 60 plots of land each. Wealthy individuals may purchase plots of land upon which to build their own estate halls, while free companies may jointly purchase plots. So that's a good reason to, like, you can buy it on your own and have it all to yourself, or you can pool your money together in part of a free company, which is probably the better idea, honestly. Which are, basically guilds. Those seeking simpler quarters may instead purchase a room in the apartment buildings found in each of the residential districts, which, if you want to have something. Estate halls and apartments can be customized by installing fixtures and placing furnishings. Please note that in the case of estate halls, specific company privileges are required for customization. More information on housing can be talking to resident caretaker. So yeah, we have all of these. I don't know anybody in these at all, but we got the lavender beds all around here with all their different places. 24 wards, 60 plots each, so quite a few. So I'm just going to choose this one and go. It doesn't matter because I can't do anything with it. We can take a look, but we can't actually do anything. But it does look quite nice, doesn't it? So yeah, as I said, the housing market in Final Fantasy XIV sounds pretty crazy. Like my friends Steiny and Nalvonica, who you saw a friend request me in the initial stream, said they had when new areas opened up for one of the expansions, they had to like get up at 6 a.m. and like wait in line and just try to get as much as possible. And that was in the least popular district of Ul'Dan. So yeah, it's a highly competitive get to one of these places. So I don't have any, I don't know if I'll ever get one of these places, but maybe I can get an apartment eventually. All right. Yeah, so we can get the whole process taken care of, but again, I can't really do much with it, so we're just gonna leave. Alright, so we'll just leave, but it's nice. It's a cool little addition, and crazy enough, Endwalker is apparently adding farming into the mix. Yeah, there's a lot to do in Final Fantasy XIV. Alright, we made it to Bent Branch Meadows, so I can turn and talk to Margeria and finish off this quest. And we'll zoom in so we can actually see her. Someday, maybe. Good luck, Margeria. Alright, and with that we can teleport to the Lavender Beds. That's awesome. So, let's see here. I was going to just return to go back to New Gridania so we can turn in the Lancer quest, but we might as well walk over to the story quest and just get that out of the way as well. So, yeah, let's continue the story. We've arrived. Looks like they're inside, so let me just go around front here. There they are. There's Pauline. Alright. So here's the survey records, the surveyor's instructions, and the rope. Which, yeah, right click here and you can just hand it over. It's a lot easier. Fled at the first sign of danger, you see. I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the group managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelveswood. If we are to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. So yeah, things have changed. And look at that. It's funny that this has a bit better, but I think we still want to go for the Hempen Acton. And we'll equip that bad boy. And I am quite puffy. Alright, let's talk to Pauline again. Ooh, new spear for this one. Pauline at Gamino's Bower needs an adventurer to call the growing Anole population. Alright. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the numbers of Anoles on Naked Rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted by unprovoked Anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the seventh Umbral era, you see, forcing packs of the Scalekin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay a handful of the beasts, that should lessen their need to hunt, and also serve as a warning to the Anoles to remain within their territory. But I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break the spiraling growth, we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs and you will have played your part in returning the balance to this area of the forest. Cool. We are calling the population. That's something. Now, Amy told me through her playtime that when she started talking to some of the other characters around, oh my god, Parasite Cleave. Oh, nice Parasite Eve reference. That talking to the other people around, it helps make the plot feel a little bit more interesting. You kind of get some more of the fleshing out of what everything's about. Maybe later on when you get other characters, but got that at least. Alright, so we gotta head over to this, but that's gonna take a bit. So we're gonna actually just return and see what we got here. Back at the Lancers Guild, let's see what we're in for with Jillian. Alright, I've been expecting you, Milan. By your return, I trust you now understand the importance of resolve. Like one's flesh, courage must be made strong. It is a matter of training each of its aspects. Now the endeavor may prove difficult in the beginning. Gods know how much I struggled. You may suffer untold humiliation and more frustration than you can bear, but you must persevere. Whenever you engage an opponent, whether in training or in earnest, make a conscious effort to fight with composure and resolve. Over time, doing so will become second nature, and you will acquire such courage as you've never thought could be yours. Mind you, not all battles entail a physical clash of might. It could simply be a disagreement born of conflict and ideology. The point is, it matters not what battlefield you stand upon. So long as you take care to be composed and resolute, your courage will grow. Did that make any sense? Even a little? I fear I cannot hold a candle to Guildmaster Wayne, but if there is aught I can do to assist in your training. What was that? Something is afoot in the training area? Oh, what was that? Something's afoot in the training area. Okay. Cutscene. Looks like Lancers are all about building up that courage. And you call yourselves Lancers. Pathetic. You are next, Guildmaster. Arm yourself and face me. Refuse, and all will know you are no true Lancer. Say what you will, I am above provocation. Craven to the last man. Until Melange stands up. But what have we here? Wait, he is but a novice. That makes no odds to me. You yourself admitted him to your ranks, did you not? Told you, unimpressed. Very well, I shall withdraw for now. Yet know that only the fearless are fit to wear the mantle of Lancer. I look forward to measuring your worth in the days to come. We might have impressed him. There is not more to see. Return to your drills. I have such a puffy shirt. Questioning the courage. Milan, you made no attempt to evade his thrust. Did your opponent so unnerve you as to deprive you of your senses? I don't know. Well, it is of little consequence now. You need pay no further heed to our uninvited guest. Lest you wonder, it is not uncommon for challengers to come pounding on our door, seeking to test their mettle. For now, dedicate yourself to tempering the two aspects of courage, the composure to bring the sum of your strength, and the skill to bear against your foes. And the resolve to attack when fear would stay your hand, as befits a Lancer. When next we meet, I shall have another trial for you, one that will put your courage to the test. Until then, continue to apply yourself to your training. Farewell, Milan. Ooh, nice bone harpoon and another eye patch. I guess this is my best option. That's the only one that gets a real... Yeah, we'll take that. Untradeable items. You have obtained an untradeable item. The item is yours and yours alone and cannot be sold or traded. Obtained a unique item. As this item is special, you can never possess more than one at a time. Ooh, we got the good-looking scale armor now. Okay, that's a little better than our puffy shirt. Let's talk to Ywain after getting our new quest, since we're already ready for the next Lancer duty. Again, another harpoon, and well, another lance, and a bunch of other stuff we can get. So, let's see what we got here. Alright, let's test our courage. Ah, Milan, I swear you have gained an ilm around the arms since we last spoke. It is plain you have not been idle. It is in our previous lesson you learned the Lancer's definition of courage and how you might go about tempering its two aspects. Today we shall find out if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle. That is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In each situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Anoles claim dominion. Hey, we need to fight Anoles for the main quest, so that works out too. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you'll need to negotiate a path through a whole pack of flesh-eating scalekin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would ask much of any Lancer's courage, but given time and no small amount of perseverance, I am confident you will prove equal to the task. And there we go. Cool. Just happens that most of our quests involve the Anoles, so sweet. Alright. Let's take a look here at the map. And Central Shroud. There you go. Courage of Stone plus Soldier's Breakfast all right together. That is perfect. And speaking of perfect, as you can tell from the time up here, it has gotten quite late, and I have not had the most time to play Final Fantasy XIV this week as I've been working on other things, but I'm excited to continue learning as we go through both the main quest and the Lancer stuff, and basically just get more acquainted with the game. We explored Gridania and got a better idea of what all that has to offer, and there's a lot of stuff in the future that I could potentially do. It's hard to tell right now, and I'm just enjoying playing a Lancer. And I know from my snippets of seeing Amy play, there is a lot to see in this game, and it's going to get pretty good. She's told me how really invested she has gotten, and she's still within A Realm Reborn, so people tell me how much better it gets once you get to the expansion. So I'm excited to just keep playing and see what else I discover as I continue on. So, sorry for the less than exciting episode, I suppose, of this, but appreciate you all joining me for this journey for a road to Endwalker as I explore more of Final Fantasy XIV, and just thank you for being there. So, next time we will dive into this Anole problem and just see how much further we can get. So thank you all for watching, and of course, if you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe to Good Vibes Gaming for more Final Fantasy XIV exploration and what our usual TNT episodes as well. Thank you all so much. Till next time. Bye.